Farm Companion.
And we're in it now.
Farm Companion.
In it now. August 7th. You listen to this August 9th as we are getting deep into August. Man, crazy time of year. Just a lot going on. Always.
Yeah.
It seems.
Yeah.
Especially at this part of the year, though. Farm stuff, work stuff, life stuff. Always something.
Yeah, it's busy. I'm freaking, it's busy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got Roadshow this weekend.
Next weekend.
Well, if they're listening to it.
This coming weekend.
This coming weekend.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like I go to Missouri the next weekend for a couple days. Yeah. I haven't put any food plots in.
Are you going to?
Yeah, I don't know. Would like to, but it's just a timing thing. So, and an equipment thing, getting equipment to places. Because I got to take all those feeders down. So my trailer's occupied this round, which means I don't have my disc down there. I was going to disc all my fall plots and seed. So, yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Just overseed them probably.
And spray them?
I already sprayed them once.
Already sprayed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they probably could use getting sprayed again, but I don't have a sprayer down there. Sprayer's on my side by side can't fit on the trailer with the feeders.
Yep.
Also a problem.
That would be a problem.
Yeah, it'd be fine. So, figure it out. I swear those deer don't eat brassicas anyways, so maybe I'll just do cereal grains or something.
Uh-huh.
Just drill cereal grains and leave it be. Call it good. Probably what I'll do is just break out the drill and drill any of those spots that the beans fail. I mean, dude, those beans failed so bad.
Your beans?
Yeah.
In Ohio?
I didn't do any in Ohio and Kentucky.
How did they fail?
Just didn't grow. Don't know. like very poor germination. And, no growth afterwards. Even, because I nuked that mare's tail before I seeded them.
With what? What'd you spray? Liberty?
Yep, Liberty, glufosinate.
Just Liberty?
Mm-hmm.
And crop oil or anything like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, crop oil, Liberty, that was it. Nothing else.
Interesting.
Nuked them all, drilled into that, which, again, we've talked about the Tar River's a shitty drill. But, enough that, there's decent seed to soil contact. Good enough for beans. They're going to germinate.
Uh-huh.
Just piss poor. And, obviously a slight...
It was the Real World Gen 2 bean is what you planted? You planted it in a list.
Eagle seed.
Eagle seed bean. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. I forget which one it is. The Multi-Max is what I did for green longer. And obviously smaller seed, but I planted sorghum from Eagle seed as well. It looks great. In fact, all the heads are starting to come on for it. It looks awesome. But, dude, those bean plots are, nothing.
Wow. Even
after spraying, I went back and sprayed again and fertilized again. Just never took off. Maybe.
Sprayed. You said you sprayed and fertilized again? After you planted?
When I went back 3 weeks later.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I did my glide treatment and had deer grow on them.
On what?
Whatever beans were left in there.
What did it look like at that time?
Shit. Not good. Yeah, just not a lot of germination.
Are those beans Roundup ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are they?
For
sure?
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
For sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There was no Roundup the first time anyways on them. For the first 3 weeks.
Well, yeah, it don't matter when you spray them. If they're not Roundup ready, if you spray them with glyphosate, it's going to kill them.
Well, yeah, but they have to be germinated.
They do.
Yeah, so I sprayed...
Which they would have. In a matter of 3 weeks, they should have been good and germinated.
There were definitely beans popping, but just not what you would expect.
Huh. So you just really don't think you got very good germination.
Yeah. maybe it could have been just, that mare's tail was really nasty. Like it possibly.
Uh-uh.
I don't know.
That's not it.
Yeah,
Weird.
really bad.
I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah,
There's just no reason. I mean, it's like
I've had bean failure in the past. I want to say the first year I owned that farm, I was drilling into like existing pasture because like I hadn't turned anything and it hadn't been planted in 25 years. And I think most of that was that drill and a combination of that drill and going way too light on the beans, like going 50 pounds per acre and maybe not getting good germination, but also the deer just stayed on top of them way better in those cases. And then, but ever since then, like 2 years in a row of like really, really good beans to the point where like they basically reseed themselves because there's so many damn beans. And then this year just like trash. So yeah, I don't know. So that's where, to that point, it's like, man, if I was going to do brassicas, obviously by now I would have turned it and put them in, but my disc is at the house and not at the farm. So that's the problem.
When can Carter drive?
Equipment issues. Yeah, a couple years. No, it's just I think the big thing, and I mean,
not good.
We've
man.
talked about the equipment side before. Is like you can, but holy shit, it's very difficult to be moving equipment from farm to farm.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, and it's like, obviously it's not cheap. It's not like, hey, I want to have a tractor here, a tractor here, a tractor here. Yeah, but it's
can't do it.
I haven't had my tractor on the Ohio farm in 2 years because it's like I've got to take it from Ohio to Kentucky, and then back, and then what does it come back here? Do I take it back to Kentucky? Like
it's a lot of work.
Yeah, and it's 3+ hours.
Could you, in theory, like, do you have a trailer big enough? Like, is your flatbed, will it hold the tractor with, oh boy, it's a lot of, like, you could do it in theory with like a Furminator type.
I can do my tractor and drill, or tractor and brush hog, or tractor and disc on that big. I mean, it's 20 feet.
It's a lot of coordination.
But that's it.
I mean,
it's one or the other. You know what I mean?
Well, even like, so I just got back from Illinois here last night, I guess. And I trailered just the Ranger, really just for convenience to be able to, rip around. And
do you take the new sprayer or no?
No, we have one out there.
Oh, that's right.
We have a 3-point sprayer out there.
We have a 3-point sprayer out there. Yep.
That so I just took the Ranger and I took a cone spreader, which was huge. It was like, that's the right tool for the job. It was awesome. So, and fortunately we have a disc out there and borrowed a call packer from Paul. So shout out to Paul, which was awesome. Worked super well. And the ticket to that was Drake had sprayed for us already. It's like you couldn't, and honestly, like in hindsight, our brassicas, our fall plots in Illinois have sucked the past 2 years because we've been doing with like kind of what you're doing, where it's just like we don't have the right.
Yeah, you can't spray.
Don't have the right equipment. Or
same day. Well, we have. I mean, we've pretty much been seeding and then just nuking over top.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm just like, I'm not a fan of drilling fall plots, or clover plots, to be honest with you. I just think it's not necessary. Like,
super sensitive on the seed depth
it puts the seed, too deep in most cases, and it's cumbersome to lug that thing around. You're way easier off just to have everything killed and then just rip through there. Dude, I had so much fun in Illinois, just ripping them open.
Oh yeah,
just putting a seed down, and the dirt out there was just the perfect consistency. I was racing, kind of the rain that was came even sooner than they were calling for. So I'm glad I pushed in kind of through the night there. But they turned over super easy, just bag seed everything in like 5 minutes. That's super easy. And then got the cultipacker in there the next day and just finished them off, sealed it off. And I feel like our plots in Illinois are going to be epic.
Well, I think it's probably been 5 to 10 years that the drill in food plots has really made like its appearance. And a lot of that I get, weed problems, completely understand that side of it, turning over soil, exposing new seeds in the seed bed to grow. But especially when we're talking about like late summer fall plots, there's just not a lot of growth happening for those annuals between the weed annuals between now and first frost.
Well, we're going to have some weeds because of how much rain we've gotten this past week.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it'll be grasses and stuff though. I bet you won't get a ton of broadleaf type stuff in there.
I have in the past. It's been ragweed in Ohio, especially, is what's really
after turning for fall plots.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But to combat that, you kill them. You know what I mean? So plan A should be
kill
everything. So I've killed it twice now in Illinois. Kill it,
with liberty.
Let it grow, turn it over, kill it again.
Mm-hmm.
Just expose the seed, the weed seed that's in there, and continue to kill it. And over time, it gets easier to manage. And when we disc for fall plots, it's not a really dark. It's not a deep disc.
No, you're just turning in the soil.
All I'm trying to do is expose some soil so that we can get seed to soil contact. That's like the sole purpose.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and so I think that's probably
but
been
the
a big
rain
one.
does like
yeah.
anytime you have really excessive heavy rains like that, it's going to continue to expose more weed seed, and so we'll have some of that. But
well, and especially with things like brassica, dude, those brassicas choke things out quick.
They grow fast.
Yeah, and so that's what you're banking on. You have to understand what you're planting into, and then what you're actually seeding in there. The other thing, and again, it's more of a issue in some places than others, is water conservation, right? From a drilling side, is like the more you turn and open, the more evaporation that happens and stuff. But dude, we've had to knock on wood an extremely wet summer.
Yeah.
And so moisture in the soil and so far moisture post planting has not been an issue.
Not an issue.
So again, in some cases, like if I'm in Kansas, absolutely probably drilling, because I do not want to open up all that soil to evaporation of any moisture in there, because shit, it done rain in Kansas. So there are definitely times and places for it. I just think ultimately, if you're trying to create a good brassica, clover, anything small seed oriented, that's a fast growing annual.
Yeah, that's where I draw the line. Small seeds, you broadcast. Bigger seeds are great for a drill, like grains and cereal grains along with that. Screening, I could go either way. Like,
sure,
the cumbersome element
it is smaller seed for the most part.
It is, but it's just a long straight row for the most part, so it's not hard to just drop it and do a run and then.
No, and frankly, you want that probably more so than just kind of like a scattered, uneven type thing. So
it works well for that. I mean, they're a huge tool. Don't get me wrong.
Beans, corn, sorghum, critical. We've all been through trying to broadcast those things, and some success, some not success. Especially when you get into the row-based stuff like sorghum or corn. But yeah, I think for the small plots, that's for sure the way to go. And again, you can easily get away with just killing. There's enough exposed soil, broadcast it, let the rain do the work, and you're probably still going to have a pretty good plot. You don't have to turn it.
Yeah.
So, but that's the...
Well, it bums me out that you're not feeling great about your stuff there.
That farm, honestly, I could have the greatest fall food plots anyways, and there'd be no deer there anyway. They wouldn't be there. They just aren't there in November and December.
The hunting season.
They're just not there. Yeah. So, I'm banking heavily on the sorghum to keep them there, really in that late September, early October timeframe. When that seed head matures and ripens, that should hold them tighter to that property. The downfall is on that farm, and going back to what we talked about with the beans, is normally I would say I have 10 to 15 different bucks using that farm. It's empty because there's no beans. In the past 2 years, they've had 8+ acres of standing green beans, and there's no beans around.
I'll tell you what, man, it's a, not to disagree or put it down, but I think I've seen in Illinois and Ohio for sure. It's I really feel even more than I ever have in the past. I'm seeing landscape level herd changes, It seems like and it requires multiple years of consistency.
For sure. Yeah, there's a dependency that they want to be able to form on that.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, for better or worse, that's why like feeding is not a dependency, right? Like it's there, it's gone. It's there, it's gone.
Yeah.
Food plots is the same way. It's like if you aren't consistent with those, they're not going to depend on that. That's why they depend on browse and acorns and things like that in a rotational basis if it's producing or over maturing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they rely on that's what they need to survive. They can't risk, I'm going to move to this area and everything's going to be here, and then it's not.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, well, that's what sucks from a long-term like farm building strategy is just, to have some failures,
sure.
From a food standpoint, that hurts the consistency long term. I mean, short term maybe hurts that, like you said, you're not seeing they're not there on the beans right now because there's no beans, but long term it sucks because that's like you're trying to build some momentum and progress there with it. But
yeah, so we'll see. I mean, they'll be there. It's past August 1st, so state of Kentucky can now feed. So that'll be a big part of it, to start to put some of that stuff out. And yeah, I mean, inevitable things will come together on that farm. Maybe not as well as they could have early season with beans, but it's just the way that it was served up this year. So yeah, just have to pivot on it. Probably do cereal grains in for the green fields. Hopefully the sorghum does really well. I've got plenty of alfalfa and clover still on that place. So
there you go. I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you can honestly sustain a deer herd, I think, between browse by managing your timber and perennials.
For sure.
Like clover and alfalfa. The late winter maybe can be challenging. That's where a standing grain can really benefit. But if you do well enough on your timber, I think you can sustain something there.
Yeah. So I think that's a big part of it. And
your cereal grain.
Yeah. And I've come to the realization, at least, we're not seeing any changes yet in terms of them holding later into the hunting season. So
what's down there in Kentucky implement wise? Your tractor's down there?
My drill, my brush hog. Pallet forks.
Drill, brush hog.
That's about it.
Why don't you just go drill your Braskas? I know we just talked about, but if that's the implement you have down there.
Yeah, I mean, I for sure could. I could easily drill them in there. I'm still dealing with probably a weed issue in those plots would be my guess.
What is the issue?
I'm sure it didn't kill them as well because the last time I sprayed Gly and not Liberty, so I'm sure.
And you don't have a sprayer down. You don't have a sprayer down there.
I could mow it.
Yeah, in theory, yeah.
I could drill it and mow it if I wanted to. I'd rather be
probably better than nothing.
For early season, maybe I will put my cereal grains in earlier than normal just to have it popping up.
Do you have a machine down there that you leave down there?
I have a quad. Yeah, I have a 4-wheeler.
There you go. You got a sprayer for that?
It's a piece of shit, but
why? What is it?
It's like one of those little ATV sit on the back sprayers, like on the back rack.
Does it work?
Somewhat. Yeah,
I have a pull behind Femco, an old one.
Yeah, me too. I need to get that down there. No room.
I was gonna say you could have that, but well, that's all you would need. Spray it and drill it. I mean, dude, you got a tractor and a drill. Like you're.
Yeah, do I want to put Braskas in August 20th? Essentially,
I would.
You think so?
Yeah. Especially down there. For sure. Do the suckers grow quick?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
They may got super bulbous, right?
Bulbous.
But you'll have a food source there, and then top dress it with rye. I would for sure.
Okay. No.
I'm just trying to
look at
keep you alive there.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It needed like a 4-day treatment, and I acquired the new piece behind my cabin that I have 2 areas that I nuked with Liberty, and just they need worked for sure. Just haven't had a chance.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'll kind of recap if you want. I'll give you the Illinois scoop here. So it was a long trip. I'm sure our listeners can tell we're a little burnt out here just from we've been going here, but 3 a.m. on Tuesday, alarm went off, hit the road. That is the move, by the way. Like I like getting a head start.
Sure.
I hate being late for stuff or feeling like we're rushing, And so just, I'd rather do that than, whatever the alternative is, just being late to something. And I'm really glad that I did that because I was checking the forecast and the main goal of that trip was to get fall plots in.
Right.
Second objective was with equal importance, stands and cameras. And so a couple weeks ago, we ordered some Lone Wolf Patriot Series stands. How
many did we get?
5.
5 of them.
5 sets. Yep. So 5 like alphas and 5 sets of 4 sticks.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So those were there. Feeder or feeders. In Illinois, got our camera. So we had a bunch of reveals that were supposed to get delivered there too. It turns out they got delivered to the office here the other day. So I had 5 with me.
Yeah, we took some
to complement all the 3-pointers that we already have out there and stuff. So 3 a.m. alarm went off, ripped out there. I think I got there by like 11:30, something like that, which was awesome. It was like, right on schedule. Stopped at, I had a couple places to stop there, I guess. Boy, they kind of, obviously Culver's,
Culver's.
Culver's trips.
Yeah, a couple Casey stops.
I had to stop for gas like 4 times pulling that machine.
Oh yeah, she'll suck it down.
You're sucking it. And then so anyways, I ripped to the farm. I dropped off I got the Ranger off the trailer. I had the cone spreader in the back of the Ranger, dropped that off. And turned around and went back to the ag co-op and picked up 25 bags of 13.
Yep.
And, visited with those guys there for a little bit. And it's funny, they do know us now. Like when I call them, like
Water Zoo.
Yeah, Walter.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like to think they know who we are when we call.
Yep.
And so I got the fertilizer, ran back to the farm, and then just jumped right into, Jackie was there. Did I tell you about the bucket issue we were having? Like I couldn't get the bucket. Dude, I don't know if it was ever on there correctly. Like, honestly, after the modification we had to make, I'm like, I don't know how this was. But at the same time, we've used it, and I've had it fully upside down and, like, shook it out and stuff. So what was happening is, like...
The bucket of the tractor?
The bucket on the tractor.
So it's the quick attach, right?
That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you're supposed to even be able to pick it all the way up. It'll click into place like a quick disconnect.
In theory.
Yeah, would not do it. The latches would not catch the bucket is what was happening. And I noticed it the last time I was out there after I put on the pallet forks.
Yeah.
And then tried to switch back to the bucket. I'm like, I don't know, dude. And I asked Jackie to just look at it while we were gone. He didn't get a chance to, but so he was there when I got there, and we looked at that first. And what we ended up doing was, honestly, the pins that go and drop down in, they're beveled one way, and it's just flush on the other side. We had to take the cotter pins out and flip them around so that the beveled head could catch it correctly.
I feel like that's how it's supposed to be.
That's what I mean.
I think they are supposed to be beveled in. So you had the flat side against the bucket and the beveled angled towards the bucket.
That's the way it was. And then we changed it so that the flat side was against the bucket and the beveled was catching the
That's
lip.
what I'm saying.
That's how we had to modify it to be.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Flat side against the bucket so that the bevel's going.
Yeah. So I don't know if they got twisted around somehow or if it was never on correctly.
Interesting. Yeah, then that's definitely how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, me and Jackie were both like, what the hell, dude? Like, whatever.
Too early in the day for
whatever. So we switched them around, got the bucket on it, was locked in place, and so I felt good about that. So then I went and picked up the fertilizer, came back, and just started going. I got the, actually, no. See, and this is where it eats time. You know what I mean? Because it's like, there's so many things to do. It's like, and I want things done right, you know? So in my mind, I'm like, well, you don't want to go and just start driving over everything that you're going to mow later because then you're pushing grass down, right? So I started on the brush hog. So I got the brush hog on there first, and I mowed everything because I was like, I don't like switching the implements back and forth and back and forth. I mowed everything. I mowed all the access. I mowed all the trails. I had the bucket on correctly, so I put some clover, the perennial plat power, the clover mix we really like from Pure Wildlife Blends, and in a bag seeder. And so what I did is I put more seed down on just north. Was the only one that needed it. So I mowed the clover plots too.
Was Cove fine?
Yeah, just needed mowed.
Yeah.
And I'll have Drake spray it in a couple of weeks. It needs cleaned up there a little bit, but a lot of clover in there.
Yeah.
Looks really good. So I mowed everything, and then I came back and I put the cone spreader on, and then I went individually to each food plot, spread all the fertilizer, then that went off kind of without a hitch. Came back, took the cone spreader off, put the disc on, which I'm super proud of because it was a disc.
That's been a work in progress.
It was just there.
Hose replacements.
I replaced all the hydraulic hoses. I replaced the tires, the tires, the whole wheel on it, honestly. And dude, it freaking works like a charm, you know. So just went from plot to plot to plot, ripping them open, and took seed with me. And so with each one, I would
rip it,
disc it all, and then put all the seed down. Then go to the next one.
Yep.
And I'm like watching the forecast throughout the evening there, and it's like getting later and later. It's like I didn't probably start discing until, I don't know, 6.
Yeah. So
something like that, maybe.
A few hours till dark.
It's dark at like 9. And so maybe it was even a little later than that because I had to finish the last 2 or 3 like in the dark, in the dark, which I keep getting stuck doing. And I'm like, I don't love doing that. I had to go back. Fortunately, Drake had a headlight because it's tough, dude, when you're just using the tractor light to see where you're at. And so, and in my mind, I was like, I may not get to Cultipack. Like, if it ends up raining overnight tonight, because it was just like, the forecast was real sporadic. I was like, it's going to rain, but when? So I just pushed through, and it was probably about 10:30 that I had them all disced and all seeded.
Yep.
And I felt really good about it. And I was like, if it rains and that's that, then so be it. If it happens to hold off, then I'll go get the Cultipacker first thing in the morning and we'll go.
And so how many plots did that end up being? 5?
5. Totaling 5 acres.
4 on the 3 on the main farm?
Plot above the bean field is 1.5 acres.
Yep.
80 bottom is 1.5 acres. 80 middle is about 0.6.
Yep.
Pinch plot is 0.75. And then north
extension
is about 0.6 as well.
Yep. Makes sense.
So if my math is correct, they're pretty close to pretty close to. At the end, I was just feeling it on seed. I didn't have a scale, you know. I was doing my bucket method, but the 0.6s are tough to. So
close enough.
So sorry, what was your question?
I was just trying to think of how many. So 2 on the new farm, 3 on the other farm.
Yeah.
With existing food on, I mean, obviously ag, but also existing food in clover and beans on the other farm.
Dude, it looks so good. The farm is in better shape than I've ever seen it. Keyed up. Those plots, I think, are just like in a really nice spot.
How'd that miscanthus wall look?
Looks really good.
Yeah? Coming in?
It's probably 10 foot tall right now. 10 foot tall.
Interesting.
A little spotty, but Switcher's filling it in. I mean, it's a solid screen.
Don't drive through its screen. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think over the course of the next month or two, it'll get another couple feet on
probably
it and fill in.
Cool.
Your beans behind the house that reseeded are dense.
Insane.
This tall beans.
Yeah.
And dude, it's a whitetail's dream because then there's mare's tail in it that's like 7 foot tall.
Yeah. So it's just cover and isn't that funny? Because that was probably the one spot where we're like, boy, we really don't know what to do with this. It's like, do we put it in beans? Do we put it in corn? Do we put it in big brassicas? Like, do we take it back to clover and alfalfa, which it was a hayfield?
Yeah. And I still don't know from a strategy standpoint what to do with that, but I think a really good food source that is doubling with cover that's a good visual barrier to the house is the best you could ask for in the meantime.
I mean, there's more than enough food for them, so...
Yeah. More than enough. So it looks really good. There's a pile of trails pouring in there and stuff. And
so I got a bunch of rain then.
So then the next morning, just, you know, I got up at 3 a.m. the day before and went till 10:30, so I was pretty zonked. And then, so I woke up just the next morning. I think it was like 6:30 still. I woke up and made coffee and, you know, you just started checking the weather, went out on the porch, took a piss.
Yeah,
you know, and
classic.
Make a plan. And then, so I was like, let's just freaking see if I can get all these things called a pack. Because that was my number one thing. I was like, get these plots in correctly, and then whatever else I can get done is bonus. So ran over to Paul's. And I didn't know. I was like, is this called a packer?
Yeah. Is it like a pin?
I do love this stuff, by the way. Like it's fun. Like the farming component of it is a lot of fun because it's always like you just got to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like hanging a stand in the dark. It's like I'm just gonna figure out a way to do it.
Yeah, once you get there, you have a little bit more information.
So I just got in the truck, no trailer or any. I just drove to Paul's and opened the barn door, and fortunately, there's a call to packer. No wheels. I can see. I'm like, all right. There's no way. I can't just call to pack the road for 3 miles.
You're good.
I don't know how you're supposed to transport these things. I don't know. There's a trailer.
You're not lifting it.
No, you're well, not by hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's a trailer.
Yeah.
And then he's got a tractor there, which I didn't know. I'm like, I didn't know if any of that would be there or whatever. I'm like, this is perfect. So I used the tractor's got a key in it.
Yep.
Or I asked him where the key was. Fire the tractor up, hook the trailer up to my truck. And I use a yellow ratchet strap.
Yep.
Big boy, which I always keep 3 or 4, I guess, in my truck. So I just loop up and around it, pick it up with a bucket, set it in the trailer, and off we go.
Yep. Good move.
So I trailer it back to the farm. And same thing at our farm, take it off with the tractor. And, hook it up and start going. And I didn't want to like...
Hooks up to the Ranger?
Drop pin hitch. No, I hook it on the tractor.
You put it on the tractor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
It's a big call to packer.
Not
Not like a 6-footer.
Well, it's probably only 6 foot.
Okay.
But it's heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like 500 pounds usually.
More than I care to stress on the Ranger there, I guess. But I guess in theory I could have. But, and I think I told you on the phone, there's multiple times where I got to cross the road and do this and that. And so every plot, I ended up taking it off, picking it up with the yellow ratchet strap and carrying it to the next one.
I guess that's what I was getting at is how were you getting it from plot to plot?
I would pick it up with a bucket, with the yellow ratchet strap, and then take it to the next one, and then set it down, pull around it, hook it up to the pin.
Yep, gotcha.
A lot of work.
Yeah. Do they make a 3-point call to packer?
The Furminator that we have is a 3-point.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, just a call to packer. Like,
I assume they do.
Because, I mean, that would be the move, right? From a tractor standpoint.
Yeah, that, or they make them with, like, a hydraulic wheel system, like just like the disc.
Yeah.
Where it picks up on wheels and you transport it and then you just set it down.
Set it back down. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, so that would work too, but...
Call to packers.
So, and I'm like, dude, it's kind of drizzling. I'm like, I don't see, and there's something to be said for just go. Just don't think, just go.
Just go.
So I just start call to pack, and I did the first one. So my order of them, what it just felt natural was big one up top, big one on the 80, middle on the 80, pinch plot, north.
Yeah, that seems
actually north then pinch plot.
Seems like the right order.
Yeah. So went and got them all called to pack. I kept thinking at any moment, I'm like, it's going to start pouring and I'm going to get rained. And I'm just going to get wet. That's just what we're doing.
Yeah. If anything, it would be more of like, obviously that seed's on the top. So as that gets muddy, you don't want to be picking up seed and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't want to be compacting soils or it gets messy quick.
Yep.
And it rained a little overnight. I mean, just enough to like, but dude, it was just perfect.
She's moist and fertile at that point.
It was just perfect. And I got through all of it. I got through all of them, got them called packed. And just right as I'm finishing the very last one, it starts like raining a little heavier. And, but at that point, mission accomplished. I got all the fall plots in. Felt really good about everything. Come back to the house, take the call packer off, put it on the trailer. It's ready to go back. But I'm like, I'm just going to keep, it was still like doable rain. I was like, I can be out here.
Sure.
I can still do stuff. So I just start going to stands.
Yeah.
So I go inside. One of the best things about any lone wolf stands, but like the Patriot series included, is that they all come pre-assembled. And like I can just remember the days of like building stands and like all the washers and the directions not making sense. And I'm like, I felt like
just pull it out.
Felt so good just to pull it out, put the seat on, put the little rubber knobbies in the thing, and off we go.
Isn't that nuts, man?
Oh, it was.
It usually in terms of like our travel and planning and stuff, especially if we haven't, like we did it.
You have to set a half day aside to do it.
To build like a ladder stand or something.
Forget that, dude. Promo code HUNTR will get you 10% off any of the Patriot Series. Like, treat yourself.
It really was. Like, if you had 4 or 5 stands to put out, it would take you a half day to build those things.
I know. It's insane. So fortunately, I didn't have to worry about that, and time was of the essence. So I grabbed 3 of the 5, put them in the back of the machine, loaded up with everything I might need. I threw the reveals in there. I had my
scrape kit.
Most important thing a deer hunter can have, or a farm manager, is an electric weed whacker. It's the number one tool.
Yeah.
And so I went first, and I hung the stand where I killed Kamikaze. And dude, there's just like the way to be successful with this, and everything I've covered so far, even just like with picking the cult, is just have the stuff you need.
Yeah.
Have the right equipment, have the right tools.
That's how we started this podcast.
Have the right tools.
Where's the equipment, and is it there?
Have the right tools in your truck and in your machine. And so like anytime I leave the barn in Ohio or Illinois, I have everything that I might need.
Yep.
Like that I can possibly consider. I've got zip ties and electric, weed whackers and saws and cameras and solar panels and rakes and the stands and my safety harness and like all of it. So that's the key to like. Not one time was I like, oh, I really wish I had this thing. And I didn't have it. So I hung the Kamikaze stand first. I'd already weed whacked that trail earlier in the year, but I hit it again. I mean, dude, it's like when you think of like what one of the most deadly deer setups could look like.
That's one of them.
That's one of them. You just can skirt real clean back there, walk that clean trail.
Are you still crossing the fence where we crossed, where the tree went down or whatever?
But it's bare dirt. There's like, it's bare dirt right to the tree.
Yep.
Hung the stand, super easy. Trimmed a couple little this or that. Easy, in and out. Came up, went back down the other finger of timber because we got access down that way now. Weed whack that trail all the way in back to that blind. Also, just
looks great.
Disgusting. Like, oh.
So that'll be Brassica's overlooking a bean field too, right? That bottom.
Yeah, and I got the big nice scrape there.
Which was the mystery licking branch in place still? Where the hell did that thing come from?
I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
Remember, it was like gone, and then one just like showed up.
One it broke again or something. But I reinforced it.
Yeah,
multiple zip ties.
Zippy.
And dude, there's just like, it's like
that's one of those community scrapes that once you find it, they'll always be on.
It's a new phenomenon to me. Like over the past like year or two, to where I'm like, it's not a question of if they will die there. It's like they will.
If you're there, they will. They're going to do the thing in huntable hours. You just have to be there.
It's just a matter of you just have to be there. And
which is the hardest part of a remote farm.
Of any farm. Like you just, I don't know. For most of my deer hunting career, I'm like, I don't know. Like you could kill them here. Like,
yeah.
But as of, and it's because of the development, the way that we have positioned farm, or rather like the scrapes and the food and the access, and like we've designed it and built it out in a way that like it essentially ensures that it will happen that way. There's
a weird, and obviously like this 80 that we have, we've only had it for a year. So we're making observations off of a single year, in anticipation of what this year looks like. There's a weird kind of phenomenon with that farm and maybe that area of that. I think it's low pressure. I don't think there's a ton of guys during bow season out there hunting like
Agreed.
all around.
Agreed.
Those deer do deer things a lot. Some of those deer, like for instance, this heavy buck that we saw last year, which hopefully shows up again this year, a buck like that back home makes 1 or 2 mistakes. That deer was doing it daily. He was doing daylight things.
Couple days, yeah.
A lot. In October and then into early
You're right.
November.
I wasn't as in tune with the October stuff because you were communicating with the seller.
Because we didn't own the farm at that point.
Right.
But it was a lot of daylight. And I'm just like, why would a 5 or 6 year old buck just feels comfortable enough that he can just keep doing it? And he's like, nothing ever bad happens. So like, why wouldn't I?
It's just a good farm. And I felt it when I was there on this trip. Like that backfield is secluded.
I know.
Very secluded. And it's just positioned in a way that's like, it's really predictable what they're going to do.
It would be impossible to hunt without that east access, though.
It'd be tough, really tough. Yep, that's
the only way you'd hunt it is how I did and came in from the west, and it's not a good access, and it requires a weird wind.
It's doable, but not repeatable many times. You know, they catch on to you. But yeah, dude, the way I have it positioned now, like there's 3 sets, and I just think you kill every deer on it.
That's just how they, and it's all on the east, and we give them everything to the west.
And it's perfect because you basically have you have anything west or southwest. You've got anything west, and then you've got anything north or northwest between those 3 stands. Oh, dude, I'm jacked up about it.
It's the kind of farm that, obviously we got lured into that farm a little bit because of the proximity
to our farm.
Yeah. But the more you look at how it sets up, and especially with the east access that we've gained with the neighbor, the more you're like, those are the farms that you're like, that's what you're looking for. Because, think of the amount of farms that you look at that are either for sale or somebody sends you a pin on, and you're like, first thing I look at, I'm like, how the hell are they even getting into this thing? Without blowing this out or on any west wind. And that farm checks all of those boxes for sure. Not to mention the remoteness of some of the secluded fields, which is, per what I was just saying, like those mature deer just were doing the thing back there frequently.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun to now have that option, and it just feels like we've got good coverage here.
Small farm, by the way. Like we're literally talking about an 80.
Yeah, it's an 80.
It's not a big farm.
So anyways, hung the kamikaze stand, trimmed that out, trimmed the trail down to the bottom stand, and then backed out and around and went over and I hung the 80 south 80 stand. Went with the tree that I was feeling good about.
The white oak?
Yep. And got in there. Spent a little more time in there but it's just kind of like you got to do it.
It's tight.
The first time. I mean, just in terms of like
presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
I know.
It's August.
Yeah.
Early August.
Yeah. So I moved a couple things around.
He's not even in there yet.
I pulled the 3.0 that was in there. Yeah, exactly. And
put up a new 4.0 on that.
A new 4.0, and then I did trim a couple small trees, hung the stand in there, and I was there for probably an hour. And but got it locked in. I got safe lines and all. Actually, I didn't hang one in the kamikaze stand because I didn't realize that we had them.
Oh.
So I ran.
Yeah, they're back in the barn.
Ran back to the house.
Oh, we moved them into the house.
Yeah, so I hung one on the second two, but not the first one. So we'll have to remember that.
Easy.
So the 80 was done with stands at that point. I went over and I think I just went right in for because I was on the third, and I knew the rain was coming, really coming at this point. So I went and I was like, I'm gonna just finish this off with that east access.
Yep. Off of Corn Cove.
Off Corn Cove, and that's the way I went in. I drove in around Corn Cove and over, parked right by it, and then just walked right in. I think the way to access that is
straight from the road.
Yeah, either straight from the road up. I don't think up the creek necessarily. I think it makes more noise than you have to.
Like on the field edge up the creek, or like through the creek?
Well, I'm saying not up the creek.
No.
Yeah, I think up the field edge. Yeah. So I think that's the way to get in there. It's experimental. I was kind of forcing it at that. And I was trying to be safe, trying to be careful. But like in my mind, a couple of times I was like, "This is stupid." Like I was pushing it.
Yeah,
a little bit. It was really starting to rain at that point. The tree just fought me the whole way. You'll laugh when you see it. The bottom one has 2 mega zip ties connecting it. Like the strap wasn't long enough.
Nice.
So I don't think that's lone wolf proof, but
probably not.
They're the heavy duty.
Don't try this at home, kids.
They're heavy duty ratchet. Zip ties.
Zippies.
And I've got, and if you follow, it's a couple feet.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
As long as you stay on this side, because on the other side it's on a steep bank and you'll fall like 10 feet.
Roll down right into the creek.
In reality, that stand, even though it's only, I don't know, 18 feet off the ground.
Yeah, but on that other side,
it sits on the bank side. You're probably 28 feet.
Oh yeah, nosebleed,
something like that. Not great. I mean, it's tall, but it's doable. You fall in the water. You know what I mean?
I like heights. It's fine.
Like a diving board. So anyways, get the first strap on there, and it's a maple, so it's sprouting everywhere. And so I'm trimming stuff as we go, and so boom, boom, boom. There's one spot where you step on one or two limbs, like knobs that had like big tumors on it or something. Tumas. And so you get in it, and even, dude, the way it's in the tree, like you're not gonna love it. I mean, it's perfectly flat and it's comfortable.
I mean, I don't think there's any way you're sitting there all day anyways in that spot.
I don't know, dude.
I'm saying that from an east wind standpoint, like that shit's not going to be constant.
That is the hard part. That's
you're playing probably thermals.
Beyond everything that I'm talking about, the wind is the most you really need.
You need an east wind or northeast.
Yeah. Anything east. Anything east.
Yeah, and it's just normally they're not stiff enough to give you that play all day before it lets up, and then you're hoping that creek pulls some of your scent.
It's going to be really interesting because like that creek, I'm banking a lot on that creek and the thermals pulling it
back to the road.
And if it does that, like on any kind of a consistent basis, that's the time to be in there.
Yep. But
oh man, is it the spot though? Like it is the crossing of all crossings, and I got a camera on it, which is going to be. It's basically just watch it and wait and see. You're right on what I would call a core buck bedding area. I really think that
so funny because we say that and it's a few acres.
Yeah,
it's not big.
It's not much.
No,
but they're in there.
Yeah,
and you can just tell that they're really comfortable. And there's some serious trails crossing up into there and stuff. And I could have for sure. I saw with my own two eyes. The 11 point walk right past that for sure. In hindsight, came up out of that crossing, hit it, and then walked down.
Yep.
And then the kamikaze, when I passed him as a 4-year-old, he crossed there for sure, and then walked across the CRP field.
Yep. Yeah, and I think both of those bucks probably did that day that you were hunting gun season when you saw the 11 point in Honey Hole. I think they both probably came up out of there too because I got them on Corn Cove camera. Heading that direction. I don't know if
they did. I think they came out of like the cove.
Do you think so?
There's a crossing up in there. There is one that's there is a crossing up there.
It just seemed like they were out further in the field, like closer to where we had the camera looking back in the cove than.
Yeah, but where I'm at is even further.
Even further towards the road?
Than where he came from in that picture. I think he came out of the other crossing.
Yeah.
There is a shot. So the challenging thing about how it's in the tree is there's another limb that comes like this. And it's tough because it's one of those deals where it's like,
tight.
You're trying to do one of these. Your shot is the crossing.
Yep.
Basically, and you can shoot across into the thicket. It's going to be really interesting to see if we get the conditions to hunt that. To see what it just to get in there and experience it. See how it kind of opens up once the foliage comes off and stuff.
And see what buck dominates that area, right? It has been, I think, the 11th for several years.
It's just it's like a high stakes stand because not only is the wind really challenging, but you're also right frickin' on them. So
I like that though.
I know. You're right in the wind.
I honestly don't know. It sounds dumb, but I don't know how much more risky or riskier that spot is than our normal Corn Cove one, just because of the way that wind is back there and how they were using dead space behind us in that CRP field. Like, dude, I couldn't tell you how many times I was in that stand and thought I had great wind and they would win me in that CRP field behind me because anything west is blown right back into there. So it's like, I don't know. There was never really a bulletproof set for that until we probably pulled the blind in there as much as possible.
I'll tell you what, I would consider it. It's going to be a bit of a learning curve here, but I would consider that stand in the morning on a hard north. Like, even if you got a north.
Is it beans this year? Yeah, so we don't know how they'll function with that either.
Yeah, if you got a northeast, you could potentially be okay with anything crossing down below the in the Corn Cove, like those crossings there. You know what I'm saying? And they could cut right across the cove and then down it. That's where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, that was the last one I hung.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting one to see how the deer use that.
There's a lifeline in it, right? So
yep.
Getting your bow up in that is going to be challenging too. Like there's no straight way down. You probably got to climb up with it in your back or something on your back. It's a tough spot.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a dad spot.
No.
It's like just, you know, you and I are going to have to learn it as we go.
And it'll just be like honey hole. There'll be certain conditions and or time of year where we're like, if it's going to happen, we got to just go for it.
Yeah.
And just know that it may not work out.
Yeah. And it's going to be an awesome camera spot. I'm really, really excited.
Where that doe and fawn came through yesterday. Yeah, that was cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So.
And they crossed that a lot. I mean, we had Carl showing us pictures years prior of that double drop 3-year-old that was going through creek, not in that spot, but just how they function across that creek.
We've overlooked it. Like, I think it can be a huge, it's just one of those topography features that like it does define deer movement. Like they'll cross it in certain areas and not in others.
I bet Floppy lived in there a lot too. Remember how he was coming from the road and we're just like, wow, what is he doing? How does he get there?
You're right. I bet he did too.
Because we kept thinking he was coming almost from across the road.
I bet Crazy Horse did too.
I bet he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the little overlooked pockets.
That camera's going to turn a leaf for us. It's gonna reveal some things that we didn't know about that farm.
We do need to bury one behind the house, speaking of that.
Yeah.
Just because that also was one of those spots that I think Crazy Horse and Floppy used, and we just didn't know.
I think that tree that we had one on last year, just on the back side of it, covers that pretty well.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
They're clearly pouring out there still. I was out of cameras, so I didn't get one on there. But
it's an easy one to throw up.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was, and by then I was like soaked to the bone. I was like,
wash your scent away.
This is stupid. Yeah, and it just so I called it quits. Then I went back to the house.
Those beans look okay. Like the deer aren't pounding them there.
They look great.
Yep.
They're like 4 foot tall.
Nice.
And went back to the house, took a shower, and just kind of regrouped there a little bit. And then it really started to pour. And I was like,
yep,
we're done. But at that point, I had all those stands out that the only ones that I had considered would have been, really the only other one would have been up by north.
Yeah, where we think we can slide one in on that corner.
And that's okay. We can do that anytime if necessary. I think that blind is honestly in a friggin'
I bet that's in a good spot.
Killer spot. And like maybe early season. Like you can, because it's corn behind you and they're crossing there. Yeah, dude, I think that could be.
Yeah. There is a bean field back there somewhere too.
Yep. And I think you can see it from the blind. It's, dude.
It's a good spot.
It's nice. So
they definitely use that runway there to Epstein Island out of north, like how they're taking that and then curving down towards Epstein Island.
Oh yeah,
I think they're running that, and they're dropping obviously down to the point.
I didn't mow any of that this year. I didn't mow to Epstein Island.
I don't think there's any reason to.
No, I figure I'll just leave it alone.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's any reason to.
I mowed the trail up to north, to get to it, and I mowed the access from the blind all the way to the road.
Yep. Nope. And I think that's fine. I think that's all you need. I think that just being thick and that switch is looking better in there too.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
So that's provided more and more isolation to that area. That camera,
if I was Big Buck, I'd be in there in daylight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we found that the amount of scrapes that had been under there previously, and eventually that camera died on us last year. I remember when, but
which one?
Epstein.
Yeah.
But that's one where, if you have that camera up full season, you're going to capture you're going to be like, oh, wow, can't believe he's doing that right there this time. Because I just think that's how they use that stuff. They feel secure in there.
Yeah. So that was kind of a wrap. Drake had gotten a bunch of sweet corn from Chris and Jody.
Nice.
And so we boiled that and grilled some burgers out in the rain. And burnt the boxes from the stands and stuff. I did take time to pressure wash everything. Pressure wash the tractor, the cone spreader, the machine, the Ranger. Got everything loaded back up on the trailer and put away, and it was kind of getting late at that point, you know. So we ran the cul-de-packer back over. Drake and I did.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a little fun thing for you: the trailer is actually a bigger ball required than what I had on my hitch, and the way I found out was the trailer came off.
Yeah, because you gave me that hitch back from my trailer. Remember, I gave you a 2 5/16, and then when you went and got the feeders,
it's still a 2-inch ball is what I have on there. It's a 2-inch ball is what I have on.
Yeah,
so whatever hitch trailer is bigger than
2
that.
5/16. That's the one I gave you for my trailer when you brought the feeder, but you pulled it off and you're like, here, take it back.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't need it because the 2-inch fit my trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Did not fit Paul's. Fortunately, I was going pretty slow. It just hit the bump on the right outside the house, or just came off, and I'm like, look, I'm watching it do it. I'm like, and then it catches me from behind.
Yeah.
Somehow there's no damage to anything. Chains were on, you know. So we got out. And then I just went, I was like, how did it not come off on the way here, you know?
It's kind of weird. I don't
Stupid.
I don't think I have any trailers. I take that back. I have one that is 2-inch. Everything else is the larger 2 5/16.
Interesting. I don't even know why they make multiple sizes. Like,
well, it's the hauling grade of that trailer for the tongue weight and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Paul, if you're listening,
your balls are bigger.
You got bigger balls than me, for sure. But we made it by. I got it back, put everything away safe, locked the barn back up.
Just tape that bad boy on there.
I guess that would have done it. Yeah, I would have done it.
How did you get it back?
Just went slow.
Just had Drake standing on it.
Just went slow.
Yeah.
Just took it easy.
Yeah.
And dropped it off that night, grilled all our burgers and stuff, and then got up the next morning and just kind of peeled out. The only things that I didn't get done, the one thing I did not get done that I wanted to was to build out that other grain cart with a blind on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think that that's going to be critical.
Mm-hmm.
I think
for a mobile or to actually place it somewhere.
Mobile.
Yep.
There's a couple of spots where I'm like, man, if a buck's doing a thing, like you could really
rip it in there,
pull it in there.
Yep, I would agree.
So,
but it's an afternoon project.
So, and dude, it's looking good. Like, we've got all the cameras running there. The Braskas in Ohio that I planted the week before are, you know.
Yeah, we saw the green popping.
Probably looking like really good.
Mm-hmm. Your Liberty beans are popping.
Like crazy, man.
Yep.
I don't know if we'll get pods still. Time will tell, but.
Yeah, but it's green and going.
Green and going.
Weather conditions have been perfect for it.
Starting to see the bucks that we're after. I don't know if I
don't think you have
said yet, but I saw.
Dagger.
Saw Dagger.
You have not said that on here.
Yeah, I saw Dagger.
Yep.
He
was in the clear cut.
Yeah.
That's funny. Not a picture of him, right?
Not one.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Just living in the clear cut.
It's interesting. They haven't touched my feeders yet. Like, nothing.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And
there's a lot of food, and especially with how wet it's been, like the native vegetation is pretty loaded right now.
Yep. All of that. I think there's a newness. Even though I had feeders there, I think they're bigger. So there's a new feeder there. It's a new feed too, which I have no doubt that they will eat it. It's just unfamiliar to them.
Yeah, interesting.
And so I mean, I'm not freaking out about it, but it's just been interesting to see they are just not touching it. So probably if they don't, like in the next 2 weeks, I'll go bait
for some corn down
of it again and just get them familiar.
Are they coming? Are you seeing them come up to it and stuff? Well, you sent me the 3-year-old the other day.
They're around it.
Yeah, just not on it.
3-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
And Twisted Tea's been in there, but like Dagger, GR8, like
not eating. Are does eating out of it or anything?
Not really.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's just a timing thing. It'll
probably. We'll see. I'm gonna get some out, and then I'll meet up with the Deer Creek guys and get some feed here too. And so I'll have that out in Ohio, and
they obviously
Kentucky
will eat it.
Point.
He's running some of that new product, and like what's really interesting is he's running a side-by-side comparison of like he dumps his product on one side of a stump and like BB squared, like who makes that stuff?
Big and J
on the other side, and I mean pretty clearly you can see like the bucks are only eating off of his side.
Wow.
I mean, and I assume all the picture because he's doing it from a research standpoint,
and
it makes sense because there's things in this feed that are like a deer I think would know would
from a selective
would be able
eating process
would be able to benefit from. And so it's really interesting to see. He's got a couple dozen fawns have eaten off the other side, but he's like every single buck that has been there is eating exclusively off that side.
Interesting.
So
that's cool.
I hope that they'll eat mine someday.
Yeah, they will. I'm sure they will. Yeah, that's like I said, I mean, we've had everything has been the right weather for ag crops and natural forage and with the temperatures and the rain. So if we were dry at this point, I guarantee they would be crushing that because everything would be really fibrous on the native side.
I'm in it, dude. I have done so much more this year for the farms than I ever have, for sure. Between
it'll pay off.
Getting the blinds in and getting food going, getting our whole equip thing going, dude. Wait till you see my first year switchgrass when we pull in there to park for the road show. Everybody's got to drive through it.
Yeah,
first year switch is probably right there right now.
Wow, that's awesome.
At least like right there.
Damn. That's probably just the control and less competition in the soil.
Did it right. Just did the prep right. But yeah, saw a dagger from the road, and he looks good.
You said no dagger this year, though.
Small dagger.
Small dagger.
Doesn't have...
It's cold out.
The 12-inch thing. Yeah, maybe it'll warm up. But I'll bet he's...
You said framier?
Yeah, definitely.
Was the description? So just...
Definitely framier.
Because he always looked tight and compact.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he had a 18-inch spread last year, standard, and he's probably, I don't know, 19, 20-inch spread, bigger, longer tines. He looks good. He's a big buck.
Yeah.
Framey.
A deer should be all over 70s, in the 70s.
I think he's mid-60s, mid to high 60s so? Maybe.
What did he score last year, we thought?
162 and change.
So not much bigger.
He had a 12-inch dagger last year.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that helps.
Figure he lost 8 inches off the dagger and put it onto his frame.
So
maybe he's pushing. He might be pushing 170.
I mean, he's heavy enough. I mean, he had the mass for it last year.
He's big.
Yeah,
he's not small.
That's cool that you saw him.
Yeah.
Did you recognize him right away, or yeah? You're like, there he is.
They just got to look to him, you know.
And he's overlapping with GR8. You think there?
Mm-hmm. And probably Flyer. I bet is still around.
No Flyer signs yet.
Yeah, Flyer's the only one I was not sure. Like he had an injury.
He looked
year.
rough.
Yeah, so we'll have to see if he shows.
Yeah, he looked rough last year.
Yeah.
So hopefully he pulled through it.
And others. I bet that old 7-point is still in there.
That's where I'll be interested to see
a couple nice
how long they tolerate each other in that area, because they're clearly going to have overlapping core areas.
Yeah.
They tolerate it now, but come opening day, they still tolerating it? Are they starting to shuffle it out? I mean, I think Dagger's he could probably beat out any one of their asses.
Probably.
So I assume if that's the spot, he maintains it, and the other ones kind of get shifted to the outskirts.
I would think so.
But who knows?
Yep, and I think GR8...
Clear cut looks good, though? Happy with it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Scared to go in it.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're in there.
No reason to go in it, right?
I'm going to have Dad mow the clover plot there and the fire break on the edge of it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But that's...
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Just
farming.
Yeah,
just farming. They'll be fine.
It's like, dude, there comes a time of the year where you start being like, okay, I need
tiptoeing.
And just start staying out a little bit, and we're getting there.
Yeah, right after the road show. It's the last human disturbance.
Yeah, that's about
type of thing.
Well, and that doesn't really disturb anything.
No.
Freaking, did you see that buck? Did I send you that buck that's right on that corner? The real beamy one?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good deer.
That is a good deer.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, dude, those are 25+ inch beams.
I don't know what he is, but
he is cool.
I hope he looks mature to me.
Yeah. Yeah, those are substantial.
I hate getting too excited and then figuring out down the road, like, he's probably just a 4-year-old, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But even if he is, like over there, that's, you know.
Yeah, he's probably going to die anyways.
Well, we kind of I don't have the same.
Yeah. Isn't that where Dale killed his last year over there? Or no.
No, he killed out of the. Yeah, I mean he's heavy.
I know he is. Those are for sure 25+ all day long. Yeah. No tine length.
Not crazy tine length. He's probably, high 40s, low 50s.
I bet he's low 50s.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in velvet, but he does look like he carries decent mass.
Yeah, he's 50s. He's just got really weak tines, especially on the left side.
He's got multiple points, some splits.
It looks a lot like that tall boy deer we had years and years ago.
I remember that deer.
That's who he looks like. I bet it's the same genetics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. Just showed up.
It's just fun to see him in the traps. Like,
yep.
Like right where that deer's standing, he could die.
Dead. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they do the thing.
So.
Do the thing. Cool.
Well, sorry to follow up your Kentucky woes with all the successes we're having there.
I don't really. I mean, my proper. Who was I talking to? I even Brackett. I was like, he was texting me yesterday after I told him I was sending the bed money and stuff, and I was like, I don't. My Kentucky farm, I would say normally I'm a little bit more hyped about at this point because I'll have seen at least one or two shooters. Whether they stick around or not, I don't know. But like all my other farms, including Ohio, is like I don't get too wound up until like end of August, early September as the shifts start to happen because those big woods deer just move at that point. So the next 2 to 4 weeks, that's when I should have at least a bead on the Kentucky cabin property in Ohio. That like there's one that I'm after. Ohio might even be later than that. Sometimes it's not until season starts on that side, but
it's. Dude, the feeling of leading up to deer season is so interesting. It's almost like
I gotta go pick my bow up at Ultimate Outdoors too. So
it's excitement for sure, but it's almost like I want to throw up a little bit. It's just kind of like here it comes. It's just like the highlight of every year, and I look so forward to it, and it's just like how is this gonna go?
Comes in, goes fast. I mean, I almost hope that I have like a focus. Right, like going into the season, like if I have a big buck here, and here, I'm like, well, shit. How do you start to overanalyze of like, how can I get to all of these deer? Versus if you have one target, it's like I don't even think about these properties right now. I'm just on that one, and that's kind of how you have to look at it. But
yeah, and that's the unknown, and you won't know it until it's real time.
Yeah, that's it.
Other than past year's information, but. Yeah, you just got to like, when the time is right, you just dial in and focus on one, and then dial in and focus on one.
That's it. Yeah, and I mean, it'll happen. I mean, that's the beauty of having, we've talked about in the past, number one, opportunities. And number two is certain farms hunt better at different times during the year, and if you can balance that out, you don't want 5 farms that all hunt good early season. It's going to be impossible to hunt them effectively. And then as you get to the mid and late part of the season, you're screwed. Like those farms suck, and now you don't have anything. So you want to have an option, if you can, of diversity, so that you're out there being able to target and focus at different times of the year. And then sometimes you get crazy things that happen. Like for us, it's mule deer this year that throws a big kink into it. It's like, well, that's really the first time, but there is no prep. It's just there is, but it's just get out there and hunt.
Yeah.
Right. There is no like, oh, I'm waiting for this deer. We should find this deer. It's just like we don't know what we don't know until we get there.
And that's coming quick, man.
Yeah.
Couple weeks.
I know. Crazy. Yeah. That's what I just had Tim make me 3 dozen more of arrows and just do a final tune on the bow before the season. And I dropped that off before I went to Texas. So I'll pick it up here. I got to call Trav as soon as we're off this. And
I know. He called me this morning.
Yeah. He's
trying to have your elk done is why he called you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was just in a meeting when he called.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to call him back and talk about positioning and stuff. And yeah.
Missionary.
Can you do missionary? Is doggy not okay? So yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know, dude. Just make it look good, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I assume we'll see a bunch of you guys this weekend at the show.
Yep, it'll be fun.
It should be fun. I haven't looked at the weather or anything.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it looks great.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
high 70s and sunny. More rain through this week, but like that's the back half of kind of this long extended front.
It was hot last year.
Yeah, no, this year is going to be beautiful.
Sweet. So yeah, that'll be fun. So we'll see a bunch of you guys on Saturday out there, and then we appreciate everyone listening to this one, and we'll catch you next Sunday night.
Farm Companion.
Take me on down the river with